Hello guys, this is Jonathan Steadman, and today I want to show you guys Fedora that I have recently installed in Firefox. So just go to the box, and for me I need to go to View and then Full Screen, and now switch. So this is basically what it is. It allows you to basically open up a terminal if you wanted to do that. I actually never used Fedora before, but I was able to get it installed onto a VM, and then we can go to CD, and then we can go to Downloads. It's basically, and then we're in Downloads, and then here we can access all documents. I have nothing in Downloads, so that way we don't see anything. And if you want to go back, we just do that. Okay, so basically that is Fedora, and I don't quite know how to use Fedora just yet. I like to use it as full screen now. But yeah, we can always exit if we wanted to. And then if we want to reopen it, then just go to Fedora, and then we can go open up the terminal, and it should be full screen. We can set it as full screen. What I don't like about it is that they don't have a minimize button or a maximize button. This is what I don't like about it, but I think it's very, very good as you get for latest GNOME version. And I really like GNOME a lot. GNOME is pretty cool. I liked GNOME 3 better, but this one is still good to use. This is a clock application where we could set up alarm, stopwatch, and timer. Basically, we can install this on the main PC if we wanted to. It's free as well. We can also access the internet with Firefox. I made this VM just for programming for college, so that way it doesn't really have much space on there. It only has like 4 gigabytes of RAM, because the PC that I'm using has 8 gigabytes of RAM, which is pretty good. We can take a screenshot, there's document viewer, we can go to problem reporting, there's logs, there's so many things on here. We can go on disks, and I will show you guys how much of storage I have made on this VM. So this is a file system partition 1, this is where the boot stuff is. And then this is partition 2, where we could boot up to on this VM. So of the VM, it has 21 gigabytes of space. It's def SDA2, UUID. This is the UIDD, and you have 21 gigabytes on the home partition. I have 15 gigabytes free. So basically that is it. I have installed a game just to check out what the performance is like while I play a game on this PC, which is Super Tux 2. So yeah, basically I'm going to show you guys before I play that game and test it out if it has good performance, even though I know it's going to suck. Just go to restart, because I did install some proprietary graphics, so maybe it will make the game run a lot more faster. So just wait for it to reboot. And this is the best part about Linux, is that if I press on the am I still recording? I am indeed still recording. Okay, I'm just making sure. So the best part about Linux is that we can do that, press on control, and now we can go to view, full screen mode, and then now we can see text. Just to see if there's any errors is found. I basically installed that just for programming, because I got to do programming for college, and I would rather do all programming in Linux. Just because Linux is a lot more easier to do programming with, as you have a terminal, whereas Windows is a bit hard to. I don't really understand Windows that much when it comes to the command prompt, but I'm very good with a terminal. I basically have my whole life near for terminal, so I should be fine using a terminal instead of a command prompt. Command prompt wasn't really made for programming, to be quite honest. It sucks. But I like the terminal. The terminal is the best. And Linux is the best when it comes to programming, so it should be able to log in now, and then we should be able to I have a NVIDIA graphics card, so that means I did have to install some priority drivers to this VM, so that way I can do a little bit of gaming sometimes. One game I mean that I want to play, which is Super Tux Kart. Well, not Super Tux Tux, because Super Tux Kart is on Windows, so I'm fine with that. I just want to play Tux for a running game with the best possible graphics. We can log in, and then we can put down our password, and this is where we can change your desktop environment. GNOME Classic, so if you wanted to do that, then you can, and this should boot up to the classic version of GNOME. So it should let we in into the classic version of GNOME. It should let we in a minute. So yeah, this is a classic version of GNOME I see. I have never used the classic version of GNOME in my entire life, so it might be a new experience for me. I think it looks more like a Windows D though, like a very old Windows look, but hopefully it's, yeah, so this is, oh my god, this is a classic thing. That's actually pretty cool. Like you can go to applications, I like it like this, and then we can go to games, and then we can open up Super Tux 2, hopefully it works. If it doesn't, then that's fine, because I was not really meant for gaming anyway. It's made to do some programming for college, basically. I actually never used a classic version of GNOME. So yeah, we can open up Redux. Oh yeah, I like this one way more better, because this one has maximize and minimize as well. Gosh, you can tell how laggy it is. If you go to options, then maybe there's something I could do. So, sound folio, just to get rid of that, and then we can get rid of, maybe we can turn on the resolution a bit more smaller. No, I like the way it was. Oh gosh, I'm messing up. It's getting more and more laggier every time. Let's make it a lot more smaller. Oh gosh, what am I doing? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so basically this is how we can change the resolution. I don't quite understand what is going on here. Can I exit, please? Yeah, so that's basically if a game is a bit laggy. But we can go to graphics, and this is where games are. This is where everything is, through software, through Tor. We can open up Redux 2 if I wanted to. It's a bit laggy though. Let me just minimize it, because I know it's resizable. And then we can just drag this all the way down, like this, and now we can start the game. Yeah, we can start the game. It's back to normal. Let's have the best experience now. We can. It's a bit laggy like this, but at least it's more playable. Let's have a go at this game, shall we? And what I'm going to do is turn off the music, because I want you guys to be able to hear me. But basically, this is a game that I like to play on my Linux machine, machine anyway. It's like similar to Mario. But as you guys will see, there's like a story to it, Sugar Tux. So that's basically how we can play the game. I don't really want to do this right now. I want to move up to the first level, because I know what the story is like. Okay, so let me just experience this game. Ooh, with very low resolution, it's pretty good. So yeah, this is the graphics that we're going to get. We can start shooting people. I don't know what the key is to shoot people though, so it's basically very pointless for me. But yeah. Okay, so you can count going up. Right, no. I just see it as a shooting one as the more lives thing, because I don't know how to do it. I never actually figured out it's shift. No, it's not shift. But as you guys can see, we can jump up and destroy these boxes. This is how we can actually play the game. So yeah, this is GNOME Classic version. If we wanted to go into a different environment, then we can just go over here. And then we can go to power off, and then we can go to the logout, and then we should be able to log into another desktop environment. So log out, and it should give the option to log into something else. Yeah, this is why I like Fedora, because it comes with lots of desktop environments based mostly on GNOME. I don't really like Wayland that much, so we can just use Xorg, I do believe. I don't really like this version of it. I do like it, but as it says, it was like an old version of GNOME, so it's not particularly up to date. Yeah, log out. It's not logging me out. Maybe I need to do a reboot then. Yeah, I'm gonna do a reboot. Okay guys, so basically I'm gonna do a reboot. If the best of execute and shutting down, I think that might show up some text. No, we're just gonna restart. So yeah, there's like, okay, here I am. Oh, I can't change the desktop environment. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, so we have it on, let's have it on Xorg. That's because Xorg is way more stable than Wayland, in my opinion. That's why I like using Linux Mint, because it uses Xorg, and I like Xorg a lot better than any other thing. So Xorg, for me, is better. So yeah, guys, so we should be able to log in. It does take a while for it to log out, though, but hopefully that, yeah, this is Xorg. I find this a lot more better, because you get better performance from here. We can exit from here, go to activities. Yeah, as you guys can see, it's a lot more faster using Xorg, and I just prefer using that version. I don't like Wayland. Wayland is right now, at the moment, it's not as stable, but yeah, basically we can do whatever we want here. And I will show you guys my specs for this PC. It's quite responsive as well, but if we have a look at my specs by going to the go to settings, and then we should be able to see everything in that system. Basically, if we go all the way down, scroll all the way down, if we go to about, then we're going to see that I have 4 gigabytes of RAM with 21.6 gigabytes of storage space. So that is fine when it comes to programming. So yeah, I've got like 5 gigabytes of memory. And this is my hardware model, which is Firefox, obviously, and this is my device name, Fedora. We can change it to Fedora. We can change it to Fedora, or we can rename the device if we wanted to. There's mouse and touch, and so on. We can have this on the right, primary buttons. It's pretty cool. Mouse speed. Yeah, I like on the left though. So natural scrolling. Scrolling moves to content, not for view. No, I don't like that. So we can go to display, and then we can change some of that. So we can change the display to be portrait right, but I don't really want to do that because then everything will be messed up. And we can change the wallpaper and so on. Fedora isn't that hard to install though. It's very simple to install. I was able to get it done very quickly. We can go to files, and this is where all files are stored at. We can go to documents, and we can create a new folder and call this one college. College folder, and then it should be done. And then over here we can just put down coding, programming. So we're going to do some programming in here. So yeah guys, basically that is the VM that I have decided to make for college. So that way I can do programming in this VM and do most of the stuff in this VM. Because I really do like Linux. I do really like Linux a lot, and I try to make myself use much more Linux as I possibly can. Even though I have to use Windows, which is sad. Truly is depressing. But life is depressing anyway. But as you guys can see, this is everything that's installed on this machine. You can check on weather and check for weather that's going to happen if we search up a city such as New York City. If we search up this New York, and then we can check out for weather. It's like very sunny in New York actually. It's pretty cool. But yeah, New York is something random. I don't live in New York. This is Rome, United States. I don't live anywhere near United States. And as you guys can see, we also have a calendar app. There's Firefox. I did test out some videos on here. They weren't playing for best, and they weren't as bad as FreeBSD was, but this one has a bit more RAM and more things to it. It might actually be better to play videos as I did these priority drivers, but I don't know if it's going to work completely okay, and I don't quite know how to update Fedora yet though. So if we go to Google, I don't know how to update Fedora through the terminal. I don't quite know how to install anything for the terminal just yet, but it does seem like Fedora is very, very stable. Everything is up to date, but it's still stable. If you want to have a stable operating system that is also up to date, then go for Fedora. But Debian is for if you really want to be stable and want to use an older softwares because they're the most stable ones, then we can do that. But as you guys can see, we've been to 21.10. GNOME 40 is here. So oh my gosh, there's a new video about GNOME 41. But if we go to my channel, and then we can test out the video, what this video is like. We can go to videos, and then we can check out how to install and uninstall softwares using GNOME. And I mean not GNOME, I mean FreeBSD, which I have on my Linux machine in the VM. Basically trying out Temple OS. This isn't what I wanted, but I did try out Temple OS by Terry Davis. He was a cool guy, in my opinion. But now we can open up this.
Hi guys, this is Jonathan Steadman,
yeah, it's a bit
I want to show you guys a new game I've recently made on Unity. Okay guys, so it's level on my entire page, but now if you open it up and download it,
okay, so now we can close it if I wanted to, and yeah, so that basically is Fedora, which I'll be using for college when it comes to programming. The reason why I've chosen Fedora is because it's very, very stable, and also because I want to do something a bit more advanced than debugging based. I don't want to use anything too complicated like Arch, but I want to use something that is a little bit more advanced than Linux Mint at least. No, they have new wallpapers here. That's pretty cool. I want to change it to this one. I did update the system before this video though. but I like the wallpapers they have available here. So yeah, I will be using Xorg Edition because I don't like Wayland. Wayland is terrible in my opinion, but we can take a tour. This is basically Fedora to tell you more about GNOME 40, just the latest version I got on here. I would say that GNOME 40 is quite good. We can also use boxes, which I'm not too sure what that is. Welcome to boxes. Okay. Oh, so it's just like Photobox or something like that. Operating system download. Ah, so it's like Firefox. I see. Ah, Red Hat Enterprise. Ah, I see. Yeah. Yeah, we can install Red Hat here if we wanted to. This is based on Red Hat, by the way. Yeah, this is like Firefox then. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna power off this virtual machine, so that way I don't accidentally damage it or anything like that. And yeah, this is what I will be using for college when it comes to programming. I just don't like programming with Windows. It's kind of like an insult to me. But we can press on the escape key to see what's going on in the background. If it doesn't power off, then we can find out why. But yeah, this is Fedora 32 version, and this is 64-bit. And I will show you guys how much of RAM I'm using, like most of it. So we can go to system. This is how much RAM I'm using, and this is the display video memory. I gave it a lot of it. So basically, that is Fedora for college. So yeah, guys. Whatever. I don't give a shit. Okay, so guys, so I have done this. So this is Linux 64-bit. By the way, guys, if we want to install Firefox and then we'll try to open it without rebooting, then we're only going to find out the 32 bits operating systems. So we have to do a reboot, which is annoying, but we still have to do that. It's just so ridiculous. With Linux, we don't need to do that at all. But yeah, I just want to test out if it does actually boot up, because it's what I like to do normally. So yeah, I was recording for like 70 minutes to showing you guys my installation of Fedora and what I have installed, but not much really, because most of the stuff that I really need is pre-installed. I do mostly Python stuff though, but we can press onto F2 key, I do believe, to go to the BIOS, but it's too late now. But F12 is for boot options. These two are like messages, so press on the escape key and then it should drop these messages, and it should tell you if it has been successfully logged you in. Okay. Yeah, everything seems to be okay. If I see okay messages, then that means I have no errors in the file system. Yeah, it seems like it's okay. I haven't done anything stupid, like I did with Ubuntu once. I like once install like Ubuntu for newer version of it, short-term support, and then I try to install that over the for long-term support. So I try to get rid of long-term support by upgrading it to the short-term support, and then it said it has been successfully been installed. But once I did a reboot, it showed up a bunch of errors while booting up. So I had to install Linux Mint because that's all that I had available, and Linux Mint is quite good. So do I have Xorg already here? Yes, I do. Okay, I have to use Xorg because it's more stable. We can turn up the volume. This is accessibility, so we can zoom, we can have large, we can have screen keyboard if we wanted to, if the keyboard is not working. So yeah, this is all for features that they have. I can turn on high contrast for in case it's something wrong with the eyes or something like that. But yeah, basically this is how to use it. It's using GNOME for default. But yeah, guys, so thanks so much for watching. I'm going to power off this virtual machine right now. Power off. So yeah, guys, I'm going to have the video there. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.